I made myself a promise, young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know.
I'm finna beat the shit out of the Saints.
Say you a boss, gotta show me that.
Huh? Yeah, I don't like him. I'm from Charlotte. I'm a real Panther fan, and I'm in the Superdome.
New Orleans. Today we
What's your record, bro?
South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
What's your record? What's your record, though?
Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started, and we are underway from
Or do you know it?
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed, and he'll get it up.
You don't know what the record is?
About the 22. Defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They started to drive the run. This one's a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who looks like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cabrera. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
There's plenty of real estate for him to go now in his space. This shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea. Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be an afternoon.
So after the run by Cabrera, now another first and 10.
All that bullshit over.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to pound out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they'll throw with Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone.
And that's all you gonna do, that lame shit. You can't beat me like that. Telling you right now, you can't win like that, bro. I'm finna come out and score, and you gotta do all that shit again.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And we had about the whole damn quarter. Yeah, damn.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, YungG rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's YungG off play action. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, YungG. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
6:37. Carr to throw on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. That's returnable now for Smith. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They go play action. YungG on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Here's Smith to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
You're mine. 29.
Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 54 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Steps away to his left. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Carr.
He completes it to Olave. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
You're still going to lose.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. And got his man.
Good night. Appreciate it, big dog.
DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a
man. Fuck, man.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
When you get into the second half of a tied ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's YungG from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Young now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. That throw by Young incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 4th down, Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Fight 60. Black block. Red green. Hey.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Red cycle. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Finally hauled down
for the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Young. Sharks got it left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play fake. Now Young sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Carr. This is Smith with the ground.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing his Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Hill. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
They took a big shot there for the end zone. And if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
734.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. That's caught by Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now 1st and goal. One final try now for Carr. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that might be enough to win the football game.
Damn, oh, you flips now? Shut the fuck up, man. Sorry. Cheating ass goddamn game. Man, that shit cheated for you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Cheating ass.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, this was fun down in the very